Hey there, Farma. Saw your video on Insta. This is me, Johnny High Karate, big boom bap fan, and you raised a really good question. I actually wanted to give you a reply because I used to make a bit of that stuff when I was younger. I loved Task Force, loved all you guys. I'm gonna say something. This is not. Listen, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but I'm gonna say it. What really used to get to me about the UK boom bap stuff was that everybody wanted to be Wu-Tang Clan. Nobody wanted to be Run DMC. And for me, the grime guys came along and kind of did that. They made simple songs. They're great at being able to craft stuff that you can play on the radio and is still quite street. And whenever I'd speak to like the UK kind of heads, they'd be like, no, we don't do that stuff, man. We're not like that. So it was kind of like they wanted their own cake and eat it. And it was like they made great stuff, but sometimes like it got too much to deal with. And it was like, can we play this in a club? Can I dance to this? No. And that's fine, that's in its lane. But then when there was no commercial success, it's like, oh, we're not getting any love. It's like, yeah, you know, and for me, what could be quite frustrating was they did this thing. Now, I love Dilated Peoples, but one of the problems that they have, like a lot of them have, is they're very good at rapping about being good at rapping. And sometimes that can just be so unspeakably boring to people that aren't that deep into, you know what I mean? Like, you're sitting there going, you know, oh yeah, I'm nice on the mic, I blaze MCs, like, and after a while it's like, are we going to keep talking about this? Is this all we're ever going to get here? Is just how you've got syllables, bars, how you can, you know, and the whole kind of getting and doing all this. There was what I think was missing from the UK boom bap to a degree was songwriting. And especially sometimes, like, I would love it when we'd like go to the lab and it would be a case of coming with pens and paper and people be rolling up. People would be like, you know, cans of lager open and writing their lyrics there and doing it, which is kind of spirit hip hop. But I just always felt the stuff felt cobbled together. And sometimes as well, I found personally, sorry, I'm down Billy Fury Way, an old alleyway there, very hip hop. The hippie stuff got way too much, man. You know, I cut off the heads of 100 demons. I float through space eating porridge. You know, and that's great. A little bit of that's great. After a while, it's like, this is boring. Whatever drugs you're taking, you're clearly enjoying them, and they're great. But now this is so unspeakably fucking boring. I went through time and I caught this person. I've sailed the 7 seas. What are you saying? Like, it just got too much. UK hip hop for me, the boom bap, I think it's great, but it's very niche is what I'm trying to say, and I love it. Like I always said, you don't want to make radio hits, absolutely fine. And also sometimes, I'm gonna get so in much trouble for saying this. Little thing, like I heard a rumor once, might not be true, that a promoter would put on a show somewhere and UK hip hop promoting it, and a couple of the rappers robbed this flat while the stuff was going on. Let me ask you something, and I mean this sincerely. Why on earth would I ever want to support people that do that sort of thing, who are their own worst enemies? And the US rap has to sit like R.A. the Rugged Man. They're great rappers, but they don't play ball and then go, we don't get love, we don't make money. I don't know what to do. If you want me to be honest, I'll be honest with you. You'll be in your own worst enemies, guys, when you do that. You don't want to make radio hits? Well, then don't make them. But how do people within a record industry pay their bills because you want to be, you know, artistic? And that's just me being real. I love boom bap. But to the grime guys, the victor goes the spoils. In my opinion, they write great songs and they're not banging on about how good they are at rapping too much. They just, and the boom bap guys to me are often technically miles ahead, but is their stuff interesting? No. And the whole kind of thing where we're going, and lyrical ability, and yeah, the snarling face, and the yeah, I'm so good at rapping. It's like, we were doing this in 1983, and it's really boring. But I've gone on long enough, 5 minutes. I love boom bap, and nobody loves low life more than me. And by the way, something I'd like to say, brain tax. You judgmental fucking prick. I always fucking hated your stuff, man. You know, I like a smoke. You won't catch me pouring money down my throat. Well, I like spending my money in the pub. And here's the thing, maybe I do pour my money down the drain, brain tax, but I don't rip rappers off. and then run off to Australia. So fuck you. Anyway, listen, Farma, keep it up. Been listening to all the music from the corner stuff, and I even went past your place the other day. That's my 10 cents. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. So be it. Love and kisses, people.